for example, if I get like a flu shot, dude, I'm like, oh, I don't want this flu shot. You
freaking
can't
out.
freaking like not like just concerned for what's about to happen, and like, all right, done, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's funny how you can like the what you conceive in your mind, and like how weak your mind is. It's like you'll just tell yourself a million times that it's going to be hurt. It's going to hurt you, or you can't do it, or this is like it's not possible. But like it's just your mind telling you to quit. And then when you go through it, you're like, oh, it was fine. It was literally not that hard.
The self-talk to pull yourself out of something.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before, but it's if you have really negative thoughts towards a situation, whether it be like hopping in an ice bath, going for a run, going to talk to a girl, record yourself saying all the reasons you wouldn't do it and then listen back to it. You will sound like a little bitch. Like you're not, and then you hear it and you're like, oh man, like what am I saying? Like, I remember I brought an ice bath when I was living down in Vic, and before I hopped in it the first time, man, I brought one. It wasn't like I was getting in one. I brought it, and I still was like, oh, I'm not feeling that good. Like I got a bit of a cough. Like I'll probably get sick if I like just any excuse, and you justify those reasons to yourself as well. And then eventually I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like just get in the bath, man. And you do it and it's not that bad. And you get out and you're like, okay, that was fine.
But then how good do you feel afterwards because you've done something that you didn't want to do? And then you're like, oh fuck, like you feel invigorated. You feel like you've achieved something. And yeah, like no matter like ice bath is a perfect example. You get out of an ice bath, you're like, I've done something I did not want to do. And now I feel phenomenal for it because I've gone against the grain of like what my mind's telling me.
And I think it's just training for life because like hard shit's gonna happen to you no matter what. You lock yourself in a box or a house and don't go out and do much, like people are still gonna die. Things are gonna happen. Like life's gonna throw some shit at you that's gonna make you feel really shit and be really hard. So at least if you prepping yourself by putting yourself out there and doing those things that are hard. When those hard things come, you're like, oh, I've kind of been training for this in all these little ways.
You manage it.
Yeah,
You
you can manage it way better.